It's Maddy! Ellwanger!
Hello there, darling!
Karla the Strange was the first video that I ever really got any attention for, and it was way before I had any idea how to use a camera correctly and download files correctly. And I'm really sad that I didn't know any better at the time, because the only version of not only the music video but also the behind the scenes of me making everything I had converted to such a blurry, pixelated, grainy disaster of a file. And as much as we all know I love everything to look grainy and everything to look shitty on purpose, these are just ridiculous, and they piss me off to watch because they're just, you can't tell what I'm doing. But I've learned my lesson and I've gotten better, and it is what it is. I made the grass around the houses out of clay, and basically how I did this was I took the clay and I flattened it out onto the cardboard, and then once it was flattened onto the cardboard I took a pair of tweezers and kind of just like pulled up the clay with the tweezers to give it this effect of having like really detailed tiny little blades of grass, which I thought would look really cool. But it turns out they don't, because everything is so pixelated and so shitty that you can't even tell that I did it in the first place. I then went and made the tiny little pastel houses out of like oatmeal boxes and different types of cereal boxes and just all types of thin cardboard to give them their structure. And then once they were painted, I wanted to give them a more textured, less one-dimensional look. And so I took more clay and I put it on the roofs of the houses and around the windows and like the door frames, so that they would kind of pop more and not just be this kind of boring, bland cardboard house with like painted windows, because I thought that would be very flat looking and kind of meh. My friend Karla, who the song is obviously about, then came over and I took a bunch of photos of her in different poses and acting through different scenarios. Those photos eventually turned into, me printing out the photos and then cutting them out and turning them into stop motion. So I probably cut out over 1,000 pictures, easily. And I don't think my hands have ever been in so much pain. And I had these just disgusting, disturbing blisters on my hands from where the scissors had been for weeks after. But that's just what went into making the video for Karla the Strange.
This has been a Ellwanger production! Oh god, my freaking marker popped out!